Hi everyone. So recently I made a video on the topic what's the difference between a petrol engine and a diesel engine, and what should you keep in your mind while purchasing a diesel car or a petrol car. Now I made this video in Hindi, so I thought to make a video in English as well. People who can't understand Hindi, this video is for them. So basically I will mention 3 questions mainly in this video. What's the basic difference between a petrol engine and a diesel engine? Why diesel engines provide more torque? Why petrol engines are more refined? Why diesel engines give more mileage? And what should you keep in your mind when you make a decision to buy a car for yourself? And then the video goes on. So if I ask a layman that what's the difference between a petrol car and a diesel car, he would probably say the car which runs on a petrol is a petrol car, the car which runs on a diesel is a diesel car. Now if I ask a student who is in mechanics or a mechanical engineer or who was an engineer, then he would probably say a petrol engine has a spark plug in it and the diesel engine doesn't have that. So yeah, that's correct. But if you ask someone who is into this field for a long time now, he would probably answer this question in a way like the compression ratio of a diesel engine is much higher than a petrol car. It goes around 7 to 12 or 13 for a petrol car. Now for a diesel car, I would say it starts from 13 or 14. Now, why diesel engines give more mileage to you? Why it's your pocket friendly? The reason being, suppose this much amount of fuel is required to produce some energy, some specific energy. To produce same specific energy, lesser quantity of diesel is required there. A lesser quantity of diesel fuel will be enough to produce the same energy, the same heat content or whatever you say in your language. So that will last longer than the petrol one. So it will give more mileage to you. This is the reason it's the pocket friendly for you. First reason, sort it out. Why diesel engines give more mileage? Because lesser quantity of fuel is required to produce same quantity of energy which a petrol engine produces. Now, if you have a diesel car, you must have noticed that when you look at the MID, or I would say tachometer of your car, the red lining, the highest range of RPM must not be above 6,000, 6, 7. It should not be above that. But when you look at your petrol car, if your petrol car, look at the tachometer and you will see it's somewhere around 8, 9 or 10 depending upon the car variant. If it's a higher cc engine, it is around 8. Now why there is a difference of 2000 RPM roughly? Because diesel engines become very unstable at higher speed, and they vibrate a lot, they become unstable. So this is the main reason why in most of the racing cars or high-end performance cars the petrol engine have been provided, because diesel engines become unstable, they vibrate a lot at higher speeds. So the power that a petrol engine produces at around 8000 RPM, diesel engine is much sufficient to produce the same energy, same power at just 6000 RPM. This is the reason that diesel engines provide more mileage, and they have a tachometer range up to 6000 RPMs only. Now I will go to the basics. I forgot to mention in the beginning. So here is an IC engine. Okay, IC stands for internal combustion. 2 parts are there, SI, CI. SI stands for spark ignition, CI stands for compressed ignition. SI is basically gasoline engine or petrol engine. CI, compressed ignition, stands for diesel engine. What's the main difference? I already told you. Compression ratio is higher in a diesel engine. Now, the major difference why compression ratio is provided more in a diesel engine, because if you look at the technicalities in a diesel engine for the combustion basically it's when the fuel is burnt, when it's mixed with the air. So it's burnt, and in petrol engine the mixture comes already inside the engine, already mixed up, and the spark plug ignites, then the energy is produced. But in a diesel engine it's a different case altogether. In a diesel engine, air comes from different port. Air means oxygen, and diesel comes from a different port. Now the air is compressed to a specific temperature, then it's mixed with the diesel, then the combustion happens. So it creates more energy, and if it's a more energy, more bigger the combustion chamber, bigger pistons, bigger stroke, bigger bore, engine gets heavier, because heavy parts are installed in a diesel engine just because of its more compression ratio. So parts increase, ultimately the weight of the engine increase. If I take an example of Creta petrol, Creta 1.5 petrol weighs around, the car weight weighs around 1265 kg, whereas the Creta in diesel, the same engine 1.5 liter, somewhere around weighs around 1350. Difference comes around 85 kg. This is the reason that a car in a petrol and an engine, in a diesel engine weighs differently. Weight is the main factor. The primary reason in the compression ratio, because a compression ratio, governs more mileage, more engine torque, and bigger the size and the vibrations that you said, the rattling noise in a diesel engine. This is the reason that diesel engines make much more vibrations. They make more sound, or it's a noise. That's why petrol engines are more refined, because the mixture already mixed up oxygen plus petrol. Then they go for the combustion, for ignition. Now that's a different altogether for a diesel engine. Diesel comes from different port, oxygen comes from different port. Temperature of oxygen is lifted up, it gets increased because of the compression. Now when diesel is mixed in it, combustion happens, more heat content, pressure on cylinder increases. That's why diesel engine produces more torque. Plus a turbocharger has been implemented in that diesel car to produce more power. Whenever you hit the gas pedal, you feel instant pickup, because the turbocharger has been implemented in that diesel cars. In all modern diesel engines, you'll see turbocharger has been already implemented just to increase its power. Now, whenever you plan to buy a car for you, should I go for a petrol car? Should I go for a diesel car? What's the common notion what's the common belief in society? If your running is lesser than 500 or 1000 kilometer max, go for a petrol car. If your running is more than 1500 or 2000 kilometer, go for the diesel car. But the scenario has been changed these days. When I bought this petrol car, I thought I would not go more than 500 or 1000 kilometers per month. But when it clocked 1 year in March 2021, I looked at the odometer and it was more than 20,000 kilometers. No complaints with that. I'm really happy with the refinement. Notion has been changed these days. What was basically lesser running, go for petrol car. But what's happening these days? I want a refined car. I want a refined engine. I do not want any vibrations. I do not want high vibrational engine. Even if my running is 500 kilometer or 2000 kilometer, I will go with the petrol car. This is the new notion in the market. This is the new ideology that people are using. A person who has a running of 500 kilometers technically should go for a petrol car, because it would not impact his pocket. Okay, still he goes for the diesel car because he is a performance enthusiast. He wants to feel that extra torque. Whenever you hit the gas pedal, he will feel that instant pickup around 1500 or 2000 rpm. He will go with the diesel car. Now, suppose I bought a car of around 10 lakhs in a petrol engine. Same car in a diesel engine will cost me around 11 or 11.25 lakhs. That will cost me 1.25 lakh more in my pocket. So if I go with the petrol car, I will be saving 1 lakh, hardly 1 lakh, at least 1 lakh I will be saving. Service of a petrol engine is much cheaper than a diesel engine, because there is a diesel filter in a diesel engine car. So you will be saving around 1000, 1200, 1500 max. At least 1000 rupees you will save in your pocket when you go for it. Scheduled or free periodic services, you will save that much of money for sure. Yeah, there is hardly difference of 8 to 10 rupees. So I don't think any other reason in the market to buy a diesel car apart from these two. First one, more mileage. Second one, performance. I don't see any third reason in the market that people should keep in his mind while purchasing a diesel car. But when we purchase a petrol car, a lot of benefits. Refined, lesser vibrations, cheaper service, cheaper parts, and you will save 1 lakh at least whenever you purchase that vehicle. Make your decision wisely. I don't understand why people complain about the lesser mileage of that vehicle. I get a lot of comments of Brezza owners in my videos that I'm not getting more than 11 or 12. I'm planning to sell that vehicle and buy a different vehicle in a diesel engine. Then why did you purchase Brezza if you can't take out mileage? You should have kept in your mind that this is a petrol car, 1.5 liter engine. This is not an Alto. Okay, it won't give you that much mileage, 19 or 20 you can't expect from this vehicle. In your regular driving conditions, you're driving in bumper to bumper traffic, then you can expect that it will give you 16 to 17 kmpl. No, it won't give you. Company claims to be 17.03 kmpl for a petrol Brezza manual. I took out and I clocked 19.3 in MID. I was on highway, by the way. So the primary reason for a lesser or a better mileage lies between your driving skills, your driving conditions. No third idea, or I would say no other parameter that can define your mileage. Number one, driving conditions. Number your driving skills, and most of the times your driving skills suck. So you work on that. It might pinch you or it might hurt you that I'm doubting your driving skills, but work on that. Petrol engine won't give you much mileage. Make your decision wisely. This is your hard-earned money. Do not invest in a vehicle that will not give you that much mileage. Okay, do not go with that vehicle. Do not blame that vehicle. At least it's not just about Brezza, it's about every vehicle. Petrol engine will not give you much mileage. You can't expect much from a petrol car. Make your decision wisely. You are spending at least around these days, a person is spending at least 8 to 9 or 10 lakhs on a vehicle. Think broadly. Okay, then make your decision. So this was all about that I had in my mind to share it with you. So this was the basic difference between Brezza petrol, not Brezza petrol engine and a diesel engine. Why diesel engine gives more mileage, more torque, why petrol engines are more refined and silent, and which one you should buy. So this was all about this video. And let me know, should I continue making videos in English or should I stick to Hindi only? Your feedback will mean a lot to me.